A thunderstorm outbreak is underway across the country with severe storms forecast for many areas. Across the weekend, that severe storm risk will focus itself through the east, with impacts for Brisbane and parts of New South Wales. Taking a look at the satellite map behind me, we can see plenty of cloud across the country. Fairly scrappy cloud through northern parts of Australia, central areas, and starting to push through the east as well. We've also got quite a few low pressure troughs lying across the country, these blue dashed lines you see here. Now it's those low pressure troughs that are helping to generate this cloud and the storms they're bringing. They're dragging down moisture from the tropical north and using it to fuel that unsettled weather. Let's jump right in with a look at today's thunderstorm forecast. Now, you can see from the green areas on this map that thunderstorms are possible today across broad parts of Australia. Not just through those northern and central areas, but through much of the east as well, pushing down into parts of southeast South Australia and western Victoria as well. Now, those green areas indicate where non-severe storms are possible today. The yellow areas, however, show us where severe storms are possible. For Friday, that includes parts of the country's interior, but also areas through the east, mainly away from the southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales coasts, but certainly covering some of those inland areas. They could bring some severe weather impacts with storms through this afternoon. As we move into tomorrow and the rest of the weekend, we're going to see the storm risk really starting to contract towards the east coast. This is Saturday's thunderstorm forecast. We can see that storms are once again possible through much of the northern and central parts of the country. Severe storms possible through the red centre once again, but we're really seeing that risk of storms ramping up throughout Queensland and much of eastern New South Wales, pushing through parts of Victoria as well. The reason for that is that our low pressure troughs are starting to draw that moisture further north and further east, focusing it through those eastern areas in particular and really tapping into it as fuel for that storm activity. Taking a closer look at Saturday's severe storm areas now, we can see two areas of interest for Saturday. The first covers much of southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales. The second covers areas further south, including some of the central and southern ranges of New South Wales, the entirety of the ACT, and even some western Sydney suburbs. Now, in both of those possible severe storm areas, we could see the storms bringing the damaging wind gusts, large hail, and locally heavy falls that could lead to flash flooding. This means potential severe impacts for the likes of Brisbane, the Gold Coast, New South Wales, Northern Rivers area, and areas to the west and south of Sydney. Those severe storm impacts may, of course, bring us damage to cars and property, particularly the wind and the hail. We could also see power outages and delays to travel and transport as that severe weather moves through. Dangerous driving conditions on the roads are also possible. Depending on where the rain falls, we could even see the flash and potentially some riverine flooding developing across the weekend too. It's definitely the kind of weekend to keep an eye out for any warnings the Bureau may need to issue around those developing storms. Moving on to Sunday's forecast now, we can see severe storms are possible through many of those same areas once again. Storms are possible through much of the east coast, but severe storms, the yellow area, is still catching much of southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales, pushing a little way further south into the mid-north coast for Sunday. Now, once again, severe storms on Sunday could bring us the damaging winds, large hail and heavy rainfall, but we're starting to see things clearing out from those inland areas of the country, pushing that unsettled weather towards the coast. If we take a broader look at the rest of the country, we can see that storms continue a risk throughout the north as well, with severe storms once again possible across parts of northern Western Australia and western parts of the Northern Territory. As we move into the early part of next week, we're going to continue to see a clearing trend along the east coast. Our low pressure troughs will direct moisture offshore and we'll really see the weather clearing up through those eastern areas in particular. Taking a look now at the rainfall totals from midnight last night all the way out to Monday night, we can really see where those storms are expected to bring rainfall. Much of the northern parts of the country should see moderate accumulations over the coming days, but we're also likely to see moderate accumulations through the east, pushing down through southeast Queensland and northeast New South Wales in particular. Now, of course, the highest falls will be tied to those thunderstorms, but it is likely that it will be a bit of a wet weekend for those parts of the east coast. So over the next few days, make sure you stay on top of the latest forecasts and warnings for your area via the Bureau's website, the Bomb Weather app, and via our social media. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.